Welcome to the 2013 KVIE Art Auction, celebrating 32 years of visual arts in our region. More than 250 pieces will be auctioned off to the highest bidder, and you can be a part of the action by watching and bidding on your favorite pieces. View the entire collection online at kvie.org/art auction. Then, when your favorite item appears, call 1-800-270-6601 to place your bid. You can also interact live with the auction team on Twitter using hashtag KVIE Arts. Remember to bid high and bid often. And now, let the auction begin. Sold.
Stay tuned for the Contemporary Classics category coming up next on the KVIE Art Auction. Juried by Kim Squalia, this category features abstract and non-objective works in all media. View all of the categories featured in this year's auction at kvie.org/art auction. Bid high and bid often.
Good evening and welcome to the KVIE Art Auction. This portion of KVIE's Art Auction is presented by the Sacramento Bee. We want to thank the Sacramento Bee for supporting public television and art in the Central Valley. We appreciate your support. Let's review the art we'll be auctioning off in the next hour. First up is Girl and Dog 3A, that's by Carol Abbey. It is a acrylic on board measuring 30 by 50. It has a retail value of $750. Next is 3B, Boxcar Makeover. That's by Frank Chavez. It's an oil on canvas measuring 22 by 28 with a retail value of $500. 3C is Me and Jack by Phyllis Cottrell. It's acrylic on canvas measuring 18 by 20 with a retail of $550. 3D, Market Square by John R. Jurisic is oil on canvas. It's measuring 36 by 36. It is a Juror Award winner for the Contemporary Classics category with a retail value of $2,500. 3E is Transition Floater by Sean Royal. It's mixed media, measuring 24 by 18 and 3 inches deep. It is the first place winner of the Contemporary Classics category with a retail value of $375. And finally, for this half hour, 3F, Nebula by Ramona K. Beckwith. It's acrylic on paper, measuring 18 by 12 with a retail value of $300. Joining us to help auction the art in this half hour is our art expert, Kim Squalia. Kim teaches art in Sacramento, exhibits at the JJ Gallery, and is this year's Contemporary Classics juror. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you, Johnny.
Can you tell us a little bit about 3A?
So this piece, first of all, I absolutely love how active it is, the active color in it, the way she's layered the paint. It's very expressionistic. And she has a gentle touch, but it's also very confident. It's very confident.
Definitely, it's a beautiful piece. And we've got a bid already of $225. We're looking for a bid of $250. Call in now, 1-800-270-6601. Again, that's 1-800-270-6601. I remember seeing Carol's piece last year. It was a gorgeous piece. It did really well in this auction. So come on, call right now. We've got these lovely volunteers in today. $250. We're looking for that bid right now. Give us a call. Now, I know there's an interesting story behind this piece. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
There is. It's kind of a sad and sweet story. So when Carol was young, her dog was dog napped while she was at the movies. And it was heartbreaking for her, and obviously she still remembered it. So this is her way of having her pet live on today.
That's wonderful. You know, memories are such an important part of public television, and the arts on KVIE are essential. So please call in. We've got actually a high bid right now of $300. The retail on this is $750. Let's go ahead. Let's get that to $325. Call in now. We need your support. This is such a beautiful piece. I really wouldn't want someone saying, hey, I forgot to bid last night. I didn't make it. It's time to call in. 1-800-270-6601. That's the number to call. We've got volunteers standing by. All you need is a credit card. Don't miss out on this beautiful piece. It's just marvelous. I noticed the colors are so vibrant.
It is. It's a large piece. It's a really good value. It would really look good in absolutely any room of the house. Something in an entryway or a living room, dining room. It would go with absolutely anything. And it has a happy feeling to it, even though the story behind it is a little sad.
So it's got a great story. It's beautiful. Why aren't you calling in right now? Again, we're at $300. We're looking for $325. Call in your support. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. Give us a call right now. Speak with one of our volunteers. They're happy to talk to you. It's just such a gorgeous piece. I don't want you to miss out on this. $300. Come on, let's bring it up to $325. And now, also, this frame is just pretty too. It really goes well with all of the colors.
It does. It's really nicely framed. It's a double width frame. Also, there are a couple interesting things about Carol. So she has been exhibiting for years, and she's won over 100 national awards in juried exhibitions. So that's huge.
She's an established artist.
That's really big. She's also has her BA in art history from Stanford and her master's degree from San Jose State. So she's a professional artist.
That's wonderful. You know, professional art on KVIE, that's so important. What we're doing here tonight, supporting all of your favorite programs on KVIE, whether it's Downton Abbey, American Masters, whatever it is, your donation, your call for support tonight to bid on this art goes 100% to that. Artists are donating their art 100% to this art auction. Your donation goes straight to us to support all of the programs you love. So please call in your support. We're actually going to head on to the next piece. That is 3B. This is Boxcar Makeover, and it's by Frank Chavez. And it's got a retail value of $500, and we're at $300 right now. So Kim, can you tell me a little bit about this? It's such a fun piece.
It is. It's a piece that I think you can't be in a bad mood and look at this piece. It's a really happy piece. It's got a lot of humor in it. And it's very pop art influenced. And something that's kind of interesting about it is it's oil paint on canvas and then it's framed. So it kind of adds a little mystery to it, because you're looking at it. I am looking at it, wondering, what is that? Is it printed? It's very graphic. So when I realized it was painted in oil, I realized what a good painter he is, because it's very difficult to paint these perfect lines on canvas. Very difficult.
Well, what a great piece to have in your home and to talk about with friends. I mean, there's just so much going on in here. It's great. You could really get lost in all these pieces. So I definitely call in right now. This is we're looking for $325 right now. We're at $300. So please call in your support. 1-800-270-6601. Again, the number to call. It is just a fun piece with all, like you said, the pop art. Very cool. And all these words, you're it. It seems like just such a great piece to have in your home to talk about. Can you tell us a little bit about the artist?
I know that he went to Sac State.
So a local artist.
And he's been a professional artist for 35 years. He's a local artist. And I also know that he's very influenced by graffiti art.
Oh, very cool.
Probably has something to do with the title being called Boxcar,
nice.
Boxcar Makeover.
And we're actually going to go over to the phone bank real quick. Heath has something to say. Keith?
I do have something to say. So one of the great things about the art auction is that we have the preview gala, which happens the Monday before the auction weekend. This particular piece, Boxcar Makeover, got a $300 pre-bid at the gala, which means somebody saw this piece and wants it. And the way that you can sneak it out from under them is by calling 1-800-270-6601 and place a bid on this item for $325, $350, and keep that auction going. That's what we want, folks, is an auction. And remember, every dollar that you spend on this great art from Northern California supports the mission of public television. That means every show you love to watch, the children's programming that we provide every day, Downton Abbey, all of it is made possible because of your contributions. Plus, you get to take home a great piece of art. Let's get these volunteers working, shall we? Call the number on your screen, make it happen. Let's head back over to Johnny.
Like Heath said, you do not want to miss out on these pieces. Look at this gorgeous piece. Don't you want to have this in your home? A great talking piece. Call in your support right now. We actually just got a bid, $325. I want to see $350. This deserves a lot more. Call in your support right now. That's 1-800-270-6601. Give us a call right now. Pledge your support. Come on. Get this up to $350. I want to see this go for $350. It's such a beautiful piece.
It is. It would look so great in sort of a vintage kitchen or someplace that needed a little pop of color, because this has a big pop of color everywhere. Go ahead.
Oh, it's such a fun piece. It seems like even, kids could enjoy this.
Yeah.
This is something to get your kids involved in art
Absolutely.
with.
It would look great in a kid's room.
What a wonderful way to introduce, art to your children, art to your grandchildren. What a great way to expose your children to art. Call in right now. Like I said, $350. We're looking for it. 1-800-270-6601. Call in right now. This is definitely not a piece you want to miss out on. None of these pieces are. Don't wake up tomorrow thinking, hey, I should have bid on that piece. You want to get it right now. And Dee is over in the phone bank. Dee?
I just wanted to let everybody know, look at all these people. We've got all these glorious people in our phone bank, and they are all waiting for you to call. They need something to do. You can call in right before the piece is on. You can also call in right now for those first two pieces. They're still open. I wanted to take a little time out to say thank you to Details Salon. Melissa, Louise, and Corinne were our stylists today. I have them to thank for the fact that I'm wearing makeup. I'm sure my mom would be proud. So we all look good. Let's get these phones ringing, give these people something to do. And meanwhile, let's go back out and find out about Phyllis Cottrell's piece.
Yes, indeed, Dee. This is 3C, and it's Phyllis Cottrell's piece, Me as Jack. It's acrylic on canvas, and it seems like it might be referencing something here. I'm not an art expert, so Kim, could you tell me what might be going on here?
I believe that it's referencing Jackson Pollock painting in his action style painting. And this piece is one of Lorene Landau's last paintings that was started but not completed. So her canvases that were left were given to her friends that were artists, and they completed the pieces. And the show is called The Last Collaboration of Lorene Landau.
What a wonderful collaboration. Lorene Landau's pieces, as you know, are in the art auction every year. These pieces go for quite a bit, and they're such beautiful pieces to have in your home. There are a lot of collectors that go specifically after Lorene Landau. And it's amazing that there's this collaboration. Public television is a collaboration between our donors and the work that we air on KVIE. So we need your support. That's 1-800-270-6601. It already has a pre-bid of $200, so let's see if we can get that to $225. Can we get that to $225? Come on, call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. That's the number to call. It's a beautiful piece, and there's obviously just some beautiful colors in this. Just the white here in the color in the front, and the beautiful colors in the back. Can you talk about that?
I can. Let me tell you about, so she was inspired by what was left on the canvas from Lorene. And what was left was some white drips. So she edited covered up some of it, and decided to take those drips, and they made her think of Jackson Pollock. So she infused her style with what was left from Lorene and made it one painting.
What a beautiful piece by two artists, really. So this is definitely a piece you don't want to miss out on. Me as Jack. We have a bid for $200 already. Don't miss out on this one. Somebody at that preview gala already bid on it. So let's get that up to $225. Can you call in right now with your support, please? Call in with $225, 1-800-270-6601, and we're actually going back to the phone bank.
I am here next to Carol Abbey's beautiful piece, Girl and Dog. Now, here's something I want you to think about. If you've got a child or a grandchild in your family that you want to introduce art to, what a great piece to put on their wall. Every morning they can wake up and experience this beautiful piece and grow an appreciation for art. And that's really something that's important nowadays as arts are being cut from our schools. What a great thing that you can do for a child, a special child or grandchild that's in your life. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. This piece has a bid of $450 on it. Only $450. You can come in and place a bid at $475, $500, and bring those dollars to KVIE and bring home a beautiful piece of art. Why not do it with Carol Abbey's piece, Girl and Dog? Now is the time to make it happen for the art auction and for great art in your home. And now let's head back over to Johnny.
Thanks, Heath. That is a beautiful piece with a beautiful story. This one has a great story as well, the collaboration between two artists. And we were just talking a few minutes ago about Lorene. She's got just an impressive set of credentials.
She's one of the most famous Sacramento artists, for sure. So for another artist to have the opportunity to do a collaboration with her after she's passed on is really amazing. But Phyllis also has been showing for 13 years. She's shown at Solomon Dubnik, Tower, Archival, and the Toy Room. And she happens to have a solo exhibition right now at Archival Framing.
Wow, so this is definitely a piece you don't want to miss out on. 200, we're looking for a bid of 225. Call in your support, 1-800-270-6601. This is a unique piece supporting the unique proposition of what public television is. We're that oasis from everything on television. We provide you the educational, the interesting. We're the explorer, taking you to new places. So call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. Speak with one of our fantastic volunteers right now. Call in your support. We're actually going to head over next to 3D. This is Market Square by John R. Jurisic. And this is also another impressive piece. It's got so much going on. Kim, can you talk a little bit about how this piece was made?
This piece is such a unique process that I have never heard of before. It's kind of a deductive process. So what John does is he's been painting for 43 years, and he's developed this process on his own. He lies the canvases flat. He does them all in one sitting. And he kind of pats the paint in different layers. So he'll start with one color, layer another color, and then he scratches away with palette knives until he brings the painting to where he wants it to be.
Wow, what a fascinating and especially unique process. This is definitely a piece that you're going to want in your home. We're looking for an opening bid of $750. It has a retail value of $2,500. And this is a Juror Award winner. This is a piece that actually I believe you have chosen.
I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the movement in it. The color in it is just beautiful. It has an ethereal feel to it. It would look great anywhere. It could be in a dining room or a living room or anywhere.
What a beautiful piece to add to your collection. If you're growing your collection or you're just starting your collection, this is a great piece to add. 1-800-270-6601. We're looking for that opening bid. Call in now, $750. Again, as a reminder, the retail value on this is $2,500, and it is a Juror Award winner. This is a piece that experts have said, this is a great piece. It's a beautiful piece. It's definitely a piece you're going to want in your home, perhaps your office, somewhere where you can actually have a statement piece, something you can talk about. This is just a gorgeous piece.
It has a really modern feel to it. His inspiration behind it was from his childhood. He grew up in San Francisco, and he remembers walking with his mother on Market Street every day. And I think it has kind of like that city feel. It's got a lot of energy, a lot of activity, and so many beautiful details where he scraped the paint, and there's all this blending of color, and it's one of my favorite pieces.
That's beautiful.
On the show.
Definitely, and all the layers of public television. You've got your Downton Abbey, American Masters, Frontline. We've got so much going on. Call in right now. We're actually going to head over to Dee right now in the phone bank. Dee?
Thanks, Johnny. I'm over here with Phyllis Cottrell's piece, which is piece 3C. We've currently got a bid of $250. It's got a $550 retail. You get two artists in one piece with this piece. This was from a very special exhibition called The Last Collaboration of Lorene Landau. Friends of Lorene's, after her passing, chose unfinished works of hers to finish for her. We have two of those pieces in this auction, and this is one of them. So you get a piece from a master, and you get a piece from an emerging artist. Phyllis is an emerging artist who lives and works in the LA area, but she's originally an Alberta girl. So some of you folks from Alberta, I expect you to call in and bid on this piece. Let's go back out and see what Johnny's up to.
Well, I've got great news, Dee. This piece got its opening bid. We're at $750, but we're looking to get it up. So let's get there, $775. Come on, call in right now. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. We've got some lovely volunteers in the phone bank. You do not want to miss this. Give them something to do. Give them a call. All you need is your credit card. And you can even pick this piece up this weekend. That's how soon you can get this piece. Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. A beautiful piece, Kim. And valued at $2,500, $750. This is a great investment.
Definitely worth the value. It has a great presence. John's been working for 43 years. He has his own gallery in Amador City, which it's called John's Gallery. You can make an appointment and he would be happy to show you his pieces. Another interesting fact is that one of the first pieces that he sold was to Rosemary Clooney.
Oh, wow, the singer. That's great.
Yeah.
And actually, we're up to 800 already. Come on, we can get that higher. 1-800-270-6601. Call in right now. $800. This is a beautiful piece. You're not going to want to miss this one from your home. Call in. Actually, we're up to 850 already. 1-800-270-6601. Looks like there's already some action on the phone. Call in right now. Get it on this. This is a beautiful piece you're not going to want to miss. 850. We're looking for 875. Call in right now. 1-800-270-6601. We're going to go back to the phone bank with Dee right now. Dee?
Hi. I just wanted to say a few words about Market Square. It was a jury award winner. It was a big favorite at the auction. It's a big piece with a lot of impact. This particular artist has been collected throughout the Sacramento area and has also been collected by some Hollywood stars, but I won't make a big long list. So if you want to be up there with the Hollywood stars and have something in common with them, then purchase Market Square and you can pick it up tomorrow. So let's go see the next piece.
Hi, Dee. We are very excited about this next piece. This is Transition Floater, and it's 3E, value of $375, and we already have a bid of $100, and I can see why we've already got some action on this piece. It's a very unique piece. Kim, can you talk about this?
It's probably the most unique piece in the show, if you ask my opinion. It is made with layered, there's a lot of different things going on. There's layered plexiglass, there's meticulously spray painted and screen printed images. It has a little surprise that you'll see in a moment.
It lights up.
It lights up. So that's not only what the image is interesting, but also the light element is really interesting too.
Definitely, this is a piece you definitely want to have in your home to kind of talk about. I mean, this is a piece that you could really have some interesting discussions over, and it's got an element of surprise to it. I love that. That's so beautiful. We've already got a bid of $100. We're looking for $125. Can you call in right now? 1-800-270-6601. This is definitely, as you said, a very unique piece. You don't want to miss out on a piece like this. Let's get it up to 125. Call in right now. 1-800-270-6601. Call in. This is not a piece you want to miss, because I don't think we're going to see another piece like this for the rest of the auction.
It's so cool. It would be really great in like a man cave or just in a fun room of the house, because not only is it a piece of art, but it also is ambient lighting in your house, which I love. The title of it is Floater, Transition Floater, and sort of an interesting and odd story is Sean, the artist, started getting those floaters in your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm assuming that's kind of what this form is about, but that's what the piece is about eye floaters.
Such a unique
kind
piece.
Kind of an odd.
Unique like public television. Again, we're that oasis on the air. Call in right now. We need your support. It's a beautiful piece to have in your home. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. We're at $100. Can you bring it up to 125? Call in right now with your support. Take home this beautiful piece. Like I mentioned earlier, you can take this piece home this weekend. Pick up and pay right here at the KVIE studios. $125 is the bid we're looking for this very unique and beautiful piece. 1-800-270-6601. Come on, call in right now and get that bid in. Someone's going to take it for $100. You don't want to miss out on this beautiful, beautiful piece.
It's undervalued at $375. He got a California State Fair Award of Merit this year. He shows at archival framing. And he does just beautiful screen printing, really unique I've never seen anybody do screen printing on plexiglass.
We're going to head back over to the phone bank with Dee. Dee, how are you doing?
Here I am standing next to John Jurich, beautiful Market Square. We have less than half of the retail value on this piece. When John donated this piece, it's got a $2,000 value, and that's the gallery price. As a gallery owner, I can't even buy it for $1,000. So let's get that bid back up there, and let's get the money that the artist wanted PBS to have. He gave us one of his bigger, more important works. It's got a value of $2,500, and we've only got a $1,000 bid. So let's get that up there. Meanwhile, let's go back and look at Sean's work.
Well, Transition Floater has shot up already. We were started at 100 just a few moments ago. We're at 200 already. Retails $375. This unique piece you could take home this weekend. Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601, whether it's Downton Abbey, PBS NewsHour, whatever it is that you love about PBS, whatever it is that you're watching right now that you love about us, please call in with your support. We're at $250. This is a great piece. I think that you're not going to want to miss this one. Definitely.
Sean has a show coming up at Archival Framing in November. He also won second place in Emerging Artists at Northern California Arts, which that's a big deal. It's a great award to win. And I don't think you'll find anything like this anywhere.
That's amazing. You're not going to find this anywhere, just like public television. Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. We're at 275. This is, we maybe have a bidding war or something going on. Someone really wants this piece. Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. We're looking for $300. Can we get it to $300? We just did. We're at 300. Can we get it to 325? Let's get 325 on here. Come on, call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. Take this beautiful piece home with you. Put it somewhere where you need some little light, a pop of fun, some kind of just a very cool piece to have in your home. And we're actually going to go back to Dee right now, it seems. Dee?
I am standing here next to John George's beautiful Market Square piece. I still only have a bid of $1,000. We need to make this an auction, folks. It's a $2,500 piece. You can own a piece from a major artist. This isn't just a small little study. It's a beautiful oil that would look glorious in your home or in your office. Not only that, but you know that you'd be helping to continue with PBS broadcasting your favorite station. Let's hear more phones ring. We got lots of people here to answer the phone today. We need to keep them busy. So I'm going to head this back to you. Here's Johnny.
Hi, Dee. We've got 3F. This is Nebula. We already have a bid of $150 on it, and I can see why. It's a gorgeous piece, and it has so much going on in here. Can you talk about that, Kim?
Yeah, so this is poured acrylic on paper, and she does some really unique experimenting. This woman is fearless and fun. She does all kinds. She works in so many mediums, but this particular piece is poured acrylic, and she sprays it with a squirt bottle of water, squirt bottle of alcohol, and then she gets a blow dryer. So obviously she's working on it flat, and manipulates the paint with the blow dryer. So that is such a cool,
what a fun,
cool
interactive way of getting involved. And this is definitely a way for you to get involved. Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. We're at $150 right now, retail of $300. Let's get it up to $175. Call in right now with your support. That's 1-800-270-6601. I love the way you describe that. Fearless and fun. That reminds me so much of public television. Fiercely independent, fun, fearless. It's such a great way to support your local public television station, KVIE. Call in right now with your support. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. We've got a lot of great volunteers, very happy volunteers standing by to take your call. All you need is a credit card to get involved in this art auction this weekend. You bid, you can come, and you win. You can come pick it up right away, right here at the KVIE studios this weekend. $150 is the current bid. Let's get up to $175. Can you call in right now? 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. It's just a very beautiful and very interesting piece. There's a lot of interesting things to look at in this piece.
There's a lot of movement, but it's also calm and has lots of neutrals. It almost reminds me of like a beautiful cross-section of rock or something you would see in the desert, or some kind of sandstone or something like that.
Bring the nature indoors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a beautiful piece, and nature is an important part of public programming. Call in right now. We're looking for a bid of $175. We've got a retail of $300. Your bid could get it up there. Let's get it. All of these artists today and over this weekend have donated their art free and clear. The framing has been donated to KVIE. These artists want to see the full retail value, if not more, for their pieces to support public programming. They believe in the mission You do as well. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching right now. So what are you waiting for? Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. And actually, Kim, I know that you're an artist and you actually have a piece as well. And I'm sure you want to see the full retail value for your piece.
Of course I do.
Definitely. So call in. What are you
For a
waiting
good
for?
cause. Everyone donates 100%. It's a lot for people to donate the frame, all their materials. They're donating money themselves by just donating a piece.
That's a powerful statement. Will you make a powerful statement? I see we've got $175. We'll be updating that on the screen in a second. That's great. Call in right now. We're looking for a bid of $200. Can you call in with that bid? 1-800-270-6601. All you need is a credit card. Get in on this action. $200 for a beautiful piece of art and to support your local public television station. KVIE is here for you. We represent you. We provide you all of that beautiful programming that you love. Nature, Downton Abbey, whatever it might be, and you get a beautiful piece of art here. And we're up to $225. Let's get it to $250. Call in. Come on, get it up there. $250. We're so close to the retail value. 1-800-270-6601. You better be calling in right now with your support. Let's see it get to $250. Let's go see what Dee's up to in the phone bank.
I wanted to talk a little bit about Sean Royal's piece, Transition Floater, piece number 38E, the piece that lit up. That won first place in the contemporary category. Sean shows it at Archival, which is my gallery. I want to tell a quick little story. My 19-year-old niece had her birthday on Monday. I said to her, I'll take you to Macy's. I'll buy you a pair of $200 boots. And you know what she said? She said, I'd rather have a Sean Royal. So if my 19-year-old niece will give up a pair of brand new good-looking boots because she wants a piece of art instead, you can call in, bid, support KVIE, and get yourself a piece of art instead of a new pair of shoes. And you'll feel good too. So that's just a little from this side of the thing. Let's go back to Johnny.
Dee, we're wrapping up this half hour, but Nebula and several pieces are still open. We're looking for that bid of $275. Call in with your support right now, 1-800-270-6601. The confirmed winning bidders can pick up their purchases here at KVIE Studios on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday from noon until 5 p.m. So thank you to all of our generous bidders and to each of you who called in to bid on art. Now watch this on how to bid, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
It's easy to bid on items featured in the art auction. Here's how. Explore the collection online at kvie.org/art auction. Make note of the date and time your favorite artwork comes up for bid, or stay tuned. When a piece of art catches your eye, quickly call 1-800-270-6601 and a volunteer will assist you. Most items will be sold in less than 7 minutes. Bid high and bid often so you don't miss any of your favorite items.
Stay tuned for the Contemporary Classics category coming up next on the KVIE Art Auction. Juried by Kim Squalia, this category features abstract and non-objective works in all media. View all of the categories featured in this year's auction at kvie.org/art auction. Bid high and bid often.
Portion of KVIE's art auction is presented by Mansour's Oriental Rug Gallery, and we want to thank Mansour's Oriental Rug Gallery for supporting public television and art in the Central Valley. We appreciate your support. Let's quickly review the art we have for the next half hour of the auction. First up is 4A, that's Monday Evening at Harper's by Jim Hensley. It's an acrylic on canvas measuring 16 by 20 with a retail value of $325. 4B is Death Geese Herder and Blue Imps by Jared Konopitsky. It's an acrylic on paper measuring 21 by 31 with a retail value of $150. 4C is Girls, Girls, Girls. It's a popular one. Bob Androvich, and it's photography measuring 35 by 35 with Midtown Framing donating the framing for that piece. And it is a Jur Award winner for the Contemporary Classics category. 4D is Exit Strategy 2. It's by Susan Poyer, and it's encaustic measuring 24 by 24 with a retail value of $650. 4E is Hapatu 15 by D. Tashida. and it's an acrylic on canvas measuring 24 by 30 with a retail value of $450. And finally, for this half hour, 4F is Tupac by Rodante Declarador. It's mixed media and it measures 20 by 28 with a retail value of $1,500. And back with me to tell us a little bit more about the art is art expert Kim Squalia. Kim, can you talk a little bit about 4A?
So this piece is by Jim Hensley. I love the beautiful pop of color, the pop of blue. It's got a texture on the background, a very subtle texture with, it looks like kind of a layered wash of yellows. And so Jim's, what he's a master at doing is taking everyday things. This is obviously, to me, I look at this and say, oh, it's a mother and child, but adds kind of this little twist to it, this unexpected twist, which I think has a really sweet, kind of funny take, putting these odd heads on these.
Yeah, what a fun and beautiful piece to have in your home. Call in right now. This is Monday evening at Harper's. We already have a bid of $250. Let's get it up there. Let's get it to $275. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. It is a bright, vibrant piece, and it would seem to be anywhere you could put this. If you're looking for a piece for your home, for your office, wherever, this is just a beautiful piece. Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. Call in to support your favorite programming on public television. We're looking for that bid, $275. Call in right now. We've got some lovely volunteers in the phone bank waiting for you to give that $275 bid. Call in, 1-800-270-6601. What are you waiting for? It's a beautiful piece, Kim. I think that it just seems like it would go really anywhere.
Yeah, it's an acrylic and ink on canvas, which is an interesting mix to put ink in there as well. A quote by Jim, what he says about this piece is, "These figures have been stuck in my head. What else could I do but paint them again?"
What a fun statement to say about this piece. We're looking for a bid of $275. Will you call in right now? Call in, 1-800-270-6601. That's the number to call. $275 is what we're looking for right now. What are you waiting for? A beautiful piece of art and supporting your favorite programming right here on KVIE. What is it? Downton Abbey, Nature, Frontline, PBS NewsHour. What is it that you love? Take home this beautiful piece this weekend. It's a beautiful piece. You're not going to want to miss this. Tomorrow morning when you wake up and you say, that beautiful piece with the yellow and all these two figures, the way they're standing, it's just such a fun piece. Why didn't you call in? Call in right now. We're actually going to go to the phone bank, and Heath.
I want to give a quick thank you to the lovely ladies from Details Salon. They were here tonight to make sure that we all looked our best for hair and makeup. So thank you all, ladies, for being here. And we'll see you all tomorrow so that we can look beautiful then. I want to talk about this piece from Jim Hensley. And one of the great reasons why you should be part of the world of social media. Jim loves to post his artwork on our KVIE Arts Facebook page, and he posts some amazing pieces of this same family and Harper. You can be a part of the art auction by calling in. You can be a part of the auction by being on our Facebook page as well and enjoying art in all of its variety of ways. And now let's head back over to the... Oh, we're going to stay with me. I'm over here in the phone bank with some great volunteers. You can see right here next to me. They're ready to take your calls of support. I've got Tiffany. She's right here. Her phone is not ringing, but you can make it ring by calling 1-800-270-6601. All right, 4A, Monday evening at Harper's. We've got a high bid of $250. You can call in right now with a bid of $275, and you can outbid the person at $250 and get an auction going. And that lovely piece, that bright yellow lovely piece, will be yours to take home. And now we're going to send it back over to Johnny.
We are back on to 4B. That's Death Geese Herder and the Blue Imps. And it is a fun piece, Kim. It's definitely another unique piece in this category. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yes. So this is a found painting, like a thrift store found painting that the artist has painted over the top of. A lot of his inspiration comes from interesting from Jim Henson, but more from his movies like Labyrinth, with these kind of fantastical creatures. This one has a little bit of a dark underbelly, along with these kind of fun little creatures.
Well, what fun. If you love pop culture, if you love this kind of art, this is a great piece. It's so much fun. It's got some great color to it. Call in right now. We're looking for a bid. We're at $60 right now. Let's get it up to $100. Call in right now. Get it up to $100. Like I had mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that the artist gets their full credit, their full amount donation for their art. They donated this art 100%. The framing is donated. The time that these artists spent. Call in right now. Let's get it. We're up to 80. Can we get it up to 100? Let's get it up there. Call in right now with your support. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. It is so easy to get involved in the art auction. You find a piece like this that you love, that you just can't live without, all you have to do is pick up the phone. 1-800-270-6601. Talk to one of our friendly operators. They are so nice and they're willing to help you with the whole process. Make sure you get this piece. We're looking for $100. We just got $100. And also a bell ringer over there. We've got the $100. Can we get to $125? We are so close to the retail value on this piece. Can you get it there? Can you even break it? Let's get to $125 on this fun piece.
So another thing about Jared is that he has shown all over the place. He shows at Bows and Arrows here in Sacramento, but he's also shown in Orange County, Ireland, Florida. So he shows a lot.
It's a very cool piece. Yeah. Let's get it to a bell ringer. Actually, we're at $150 earlier for that Monday evening, and there we are, $150. That's 2 in a row, bell ringers. That Monday evening at Harper's got to $350. It's still open if you want to get in on the action there. This one, we're at retail value. Thank you. Let's get it up above that. Let's get it to $175. Actually, we're there. We're at $175. Can you get it to $200? Let's bring it up to $200. Call in right now with your support. 1-800-270-6601. Don't miss out on this action. You know you want to take this piece home. It's a great piece to have in your house, a great talking piece. We're at 200 actually. Can you call in 225? This is a great piece. There's obviously someone at home who really wants this piece. Can you outbid them? 225 is the bid we're looking for. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. We're actually going to go to the phone bank right now with Heath.
Oh, I am excited here in the phone bank. Why? Because the first 2 pieces in this break are bell ringers. All right, folks, here's the challenge. Let's make every piece in this collection a bell ringer, which means we want to hit at least retail value, if not more. Because remember, every single dollar goes to support the mission of public television, your favorite local station, and all of the great things that you get from it. The shows you love, children's educational programming, Masterpiece, Mystery, Downton Abbey, Doc Martin, every single bit of it. So let's put these volunteers to work. Pick up the phone, 1-800-270-6601. Monday evening at Harper's is still open. There's a current bid of $350. Death Geese Herder and the Blue Imps still open, a current bid of $260. And now we're going to go on to Johnny for Girls, Girls, Girls.
What a fun piece. Actually, this was a piece I saw a lot of people looking at our preview gala earlier this week. Kim, tell us about this really fun piece.
I was looking at this piece, and husband, if you're at home and you want to bid on one, this would be the one. I love it. It's so fun. It's beautiful. It's got so much color. I hate to talk about the frame first, but I do love the frame as well. And he has a really unique process for making work.
And the last 2 pieces have been bell ringers. This piece already got a bid of $400. That is above the $350 retail value for this piece at the preview gala. Can you call in right now? You do not want to miss out on this piece. Like you said, this is a great piece for your wife. If you're a husband at home looking for a piece to bring home, this is just such a fun piece. And it seems like an interesting piece because of all of these different little cutouts on here. Can you talk about the process?
Yeah, well, so his inspiration was from advertising from the 50s and 60s, from when he was a kid. He said his parents had magazines all the time, so he was constantly looking at these things. It looks like maybe he actually kept some of them, which was very smart. And years ago, he was publishing a book about baseball and had learned how to collage things that he had scanned. And that was kind of the inspiration for making these collages. So they're made on a computer. He scans all these pictures in and then arranges these collages and does limited edition prints.
What a cool, cool piece. This is definitely something, it seems very pop culture. You've probably seen some of these pieces of advertisements in magazines. Look to see if you can find one. It's a great piece to take home. Look at it, very visually interesting. Take it home today. It's a bid. We're at $400. We're looking for $425. Can you call in with that bid? 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call. Call in right now. Do not let someone take this piece home. If you want it, you got to call in right now. Some of these pieces go in 5 to 7 minutes. That is not a lot of time at all. And if you want to take this piece home, you better be picking up that phone right now, talking with one of our very fantastic volunteers in the phone bank. 1-800-270-6601. Pick up that phone. We're at $400. We're looking for $425. Can you outbid them? I bet you can. Call in right now with your support. You get this beautiful piece of art, and you get to support all of your favorite programs on public television. We're going to head back now. Heath in the phone bank. Heath, how you doing?
Hey, Larry, come up here, Larry. I'm here with Larry Pitts. Larry's one of our longtime volunteers in the art auction. And Larry, why should people call in and place a bid?
Oh, the bids are just fantastic tonight. We've got a few volunteers that haven't gotten any calls yet, unfortunately. But we do have piece number 4B. We had a retail price of $150. The bidding is up to $400. Fantastic. Thank you for your calls tonight.
All right, you heard it from Larry, but he gave you a call to action. And that call to action is to pick up the phone and call 1-800-270-6601. Make these volunteers work. That's what we want to do. Make those phones ring. We want to have bell ringers for every piece in tonight's collection. And now we're going to head back over to Johnny.
Heath has given you a big challenge. So far, every piece has been a bell ringer. What about this one? This is a beautiful piece valued at $650. Exit Strategy 2, and it's an encaustic. And I'm sorry, I don't know much about encaustic. Kim, could you inform me a little bit about what this means?
Encaustic is, I think, probably the most difficult medium that you can work in. It's beeswax mixed with resin, and this one has even another element, which is graphite. So when I first started painting, this is what I was trying to use, was this process, and I gave it up because it was you have to have so much patience. It might look like something that isn't too difficult to do, but it is extremely difficult. And I love the calmness of this piece. I love that what the graphite is doing, mixing with the beeswax there and creating this iridescent, just beautiful surface on this piece.
It is a beautiful piece, almost calming. Where would you want to put this kind of a piece? It seems so centering.
I think it should be in a spa. It looks like it should be in a spa or a place where you would do yoga or a bedroom. It's very quiet and soft and kind of meditative.
And I'm sure you've got a place at home for this. Do you want to feel centered in your home? Call in right now. We've got a bid already of $300. Let's get it up to $650. So come on, $325. That's nothing. Come on, $325. Call in with your support. 1-800-270-6601. We need those phones to ring. Come on, call in right now. We've got some great volunteers standing by. As you heard, there's a few who have not gotten a call yet. Will you be that caller? Call in right now. 1-800-270-6601. And we definitely need you to call in right now. Come on, we've got all of these volunteers waiting. What are you waiting for? If you're watching right now, you love public broadcasting, you love art. What are you waiting for? Pick up that phone. As Kim said, this is a difficult medium, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. So call in right now, $325. What an investment in your collection, whether you are an already established collection, or perhaps you're building a collection, you're just starting out. It's a great piece to start with.
It's a really elegant piece too. It would look beautiful in a modern home. It's the clean lines. It doesn't need any framing. It's just meticulously done. It's really beautiful. There's little pops of color in it, just very subtle. And the dots are just slightly raised from the rest of the surface. It's just a gorgeous piece.
You better be calling in right now. We're at $300. We're looking for that $325. Can you call in with that support? Can you call in with $325? 1-800-270-6601 is the number to dial. Pick up that phone right now. If you're watching, what are you waiting for? These pieces go so fast. You don't even know. They go in the blink of an eye. There are bidding wars that happen. This is not a piece you want to miss out on. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece in a unique medium. Do you have a piece like this at home? I bet not. You better start collecting. $325 is the bid to place right now. Speak with one of our great, lovely phone bank volunteers. They're waiting for your call right now. 1-800-270-6601. $325. Call in with that support. Whether it's Downton Abbey, Nature, Nova, whatever it is that you love about public broadcasting, your support 100% of your bid goes to PBS KVIE, goes to the programming you love. Right here, local programming that you know and love. 325, call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. Like I said, what are you waiting for?
Susan has also recently exhibited at the Crocker, at the Kaneko Gallery and the Tangent Gallery. So she's a showing artist, obviously really high quality.
It's a beautiful piece.
She also got a Jurors Award at the KVIE.
That is fantastic. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. We're actually headed over now to see, this is 4E, and this is Hapitu 15 by D. Tashida, and it's an acrylic on canvas, and it is a gorgeous piece, Kim. Could you talk a little bit about this piece?
So I was reading about her, and she likes to express not only through painting, but she's also a musician. And she wants the viewer to kind of draw their own emotions from looking at her work. It's got beautiful texture on the background, and there's some interesting stamping in there, right in here. They're very subtle, but I love how loosely painted it is, and how she lets things drip a little bit here and there.
It's a beautiful piece, such a vibrant color. This is definitely something you want to bring into your home. We're looking for an opening bid of $135. There's a retail value of $450. You heard Heath earlier. Let's get every piece in this half hour a bell ringer. Can you do it? We're looking for, let's get it up to $150 right now. Call in with your support. We're looking for $150. Let's go ahead, call in 1-800-270-6601. This is a beautiful piece, and it's got some interesting architectural almost look to it.
She was inspired by a visit to the Taos Pueblo, and wanted to express the underlying depth found in all cultures. And she was particularly aware of the merging of the Taos spiritual heritage with Christianity. So you can kind of, you can feel that this is has a little spirituality within it, that's what inspired her, was that architecture and the spirituality of the place.
And looking at different cultures, what a great way to support public broadcasting, which spends a lot of its time looking at different cultures. This is a piece to purchase, to call in and bid on right now. We're looking for that opening bid, $135. We got 200 actually, we're at 200. Can we get it up to 450? 450 is the number to beat. So let's call in right now. Let's look for 225. 225. And actually, let's go take a look at what's going on in the phone bank. Heath.
I'm over here with Exit Strategy 2. We brought it over into the phone bank because we want this piece to be a bell ringer. Right now we have a bid of $550. All it takes is another 100 and that item's a bell ringer. Remember, we want every piece in this half hour to be a bell ringer. One of the things that I love about this piece, I have a lot of colorful walls at home, and you probably do too. And what a great statement piece to have this black and white item as an encaustic piece, which I find personally very unique. Exit Strategy 2, it can be yours as part of your collection. All it takes is for you to pick up the phone, 1-800-270-6601. Our volunteers are ready, plenty of phone lines open, which means that you can call right now and you will get through so you can place a bid in the art auction and take home a beautiful piece of art. Now let's head back over to Johnny.
Thanks, Heath. We actually have got some action on this piece. 225 is the current bid. Actually, we're up to 250 now. Let's get it even higher. 275. Heath has made that goal for us. Let's get every piece in this half hour a bell ringer. We are so close on all of these pieces. Let's get this piece up there. 275 is the bid to make right now. Call in 1-800-270-6601. Call in with your support. You're supporting all of the great public programming that you love on KVIE. And it is a beautiful piece that you can take home this weekend. What are you waiting? 275. Call in 1-800-270-6601. You better not miss out on a piece like this. This is just a beautiful piece, Kim.
In 2009, Dee was awarded for Bold Expressions by a big award for an international show that was juried by Gregory Condos. So that's a huge honor and quite an accomplishment.
And another local artist. Support local arts right here, KVIE. We've got that bid of 275. Can we get it to 300? I think we can. We just need you to call in and do it. Pick up that phone right now, 1-800-270-6601. $300 is the bid to make. Can you do it? I bet you can. We need you to pick up that phone right now. Let's get it up there. 1-800-270-6601. I want to see 300. Actually, we just got to 350. We are so close to the retail value, and we are so close to making every piece in this half hour a bell ringer. We need your support. And while we wait for you to call in to do that, we're going to head to the next piece, which is another unique piece, and it is a very fun piece here. This is 4F Tupac. It has a retail value of $1,500. We are looking for an opening bid of $450. Kim, can you tell me a little bit about maybe who this is in case someone at home might not know?
So this is rapper Tupac Shakur, who I believe was murdered quite a few years ago. And anyone that likes hip hop will know who he is.
This is definitely a pop culture icon.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
If you've got someone at home who loves hip hop, who loves pop culture, this is definitely the piece to call in and buy for them. This is the piece for you if you love pop culture. We're looking for that opening bid of $450. Public television loves to explore the interesting stories, the unique stories. This is definitely one with a unique story that you can talk about. But we need you to pick up that phone right now. $450 is the bid to place. 1-800-270-6601. And if you're watching right now, I'm sure you've got a unique story to tell yourself. This is definitely a unique piece and a very stunning piece visually.
One thing that I've been noticing in contemporary art in galleries these days is this inspiration from street art is really all over the place. It's a big influence these days. Verdante does kind of this beautiful layered process where he is using spray paint and obviously a stencil, but he does beautiful he's done portraits of Madonna, portraits of Sade, Bruce Lee, all these kind of pop icons. So you could get those and start a collection of these pop icons, and they're all done with these beautiful, vibrant backgrounds.
Definitely a piece to have in your home. We're looking for that opening bid still. What are you waiting for? $450 is the opening bid. Call in right now. 1-800-270-6601. That is the number to dial. We've got some great volunteers. They're ready to talk to you. They're ready to tell you about these pieces, to take your bid. All you have to do is call in right now. $450 is the bid. 1-800-270-6601. What are you waiting for? If you've got that loved one that loves pop culture, who loves to talk about what's going on, this is a great piece to get in on, a great piece to start someone's collection, perhaps, get them involved with art for the first time.
A great way to connect with somebody. You may not be familiar with him, but perhaps your child or grandchild or somebody is, and it would be a piece that would be a great to start a collection with.
Definitely.
For a young person, for sure.
So if you've got a young person in your life, or maybe you love pop culture, what are you waiting for? Pick up that phone right now. That's $450 is the opening bid. 1-800-270-6601. And we're actually going to go to Heath over there in the phone bank. Heath?
Well, thanks, Johnny. I'm standing here next to Dee Tashida's piece, Hopi 215. Now, Dee has been a part of the collection, or for the art auction, for 20 plus years. So now is the time to take home a beautiful piece from a longtime donor to the KVIE Art Auction. Right now, we have a bid of $350 on this piece. Retails $450. We need to get that up there. 1-800-270-6601. That's the number to call. Put our volunteers to work. They're here having a great time with us this evening, and now it's time for you to do your part as well. Get in on the auction action and get a piece of beautiful art to take home. Johnny, back to you.
That's exactly right, Heath. Get in on the action. We've got a lot of volunteers waiting to take your call. Why aren't you calling in right now? There's some great pieces still open, and this piece right here, this, as we've been talking, a great pop culture touchstone. We're looking for an opening bid of $450. This is a beautiful piece. The retail value is $1,500. It is a stunning piece, vibrant, got a great story with it. What are you waiting for? 1-800-270-6601. Please call in with your support right now. This is definitely not a piece you want to miss out on. It's such a great, interesting piece with a great story.
It's definitely the edgiest piece in the show. It has that hip hop feel, that kind of street culture feel with this kind of the spray paint. And like I said before, it's really infiltrating contemporary art these days. In the big galleries in New York, you'll see it. One of the biggest artists right now is a street artist that nobody knows who he is. His name is Banksy. And this is definitely, I'm sure, inspired by him.
What a fun story. Public television tells those unique stories, and I know you love them. Obviously, you're watching right now. What are you waiting for? Pick up that phone. Whether it's the drama on Downton Abbey or it's the mysteries on Nova, whatever it might be, you need to call in right now with your support. 1-800-270-6601. We're still looking for that $450 opening bid. We need you to pick up the phone right now and call. We've got all of these volunteers waiting for you. What are you waiting for? Make that investment in your collection, in your child's collection, in your grandchildren's collection, whoever it is. If you want to expose someone to art, this is a great way, a fun way to expose them to interesting contemporary art.
This is an edgy conversation starter,
Definitely.
for sure.
Now, you had mentioned before that he's done all sorts of pop culture references. Could you tell me a little bit just more about the artist himself?
He's been an artist in Sacramento for 7 years, and he has a design company called declaredesign.com. He works in this medium, using spray paint, creating these backgrounds and layering portraits of people and other things as well.
What an interesting story. And again, we tell the unique stories here on public television every day, and it is thanks to you at home, you the donor. We need your support. What are you waiting for? Call in right now, 1-800-270-6601. We're looking for that opening bid of $450. A great piece. It's valued at $1,500. So what are you waiting for? Call in right now. Expose whoever it is in your life that loves pop culture to art. Start their collection. If you've got a collection at home, start it right now. Let's go ahead and get that opening bid, $450. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to dial. Get those phones ringing. Heath made that challenge. What are you waiting for? We need every piece in this collection for this half hour to get to be a bell ringer. And now, stay with us for more original art from the KVIE Art Auction collection.